folks, this is Sandy from Creative Chaos. I just thought I'd pop in and do a really short little video, a junk journal share. I just uploaded a video on this little guy, and this is kind of the same idea but moving into a little bigger format. So this is what I did. I used isn't that awful? My mind went blank. I used mixed media paper. I believe I bought it at Michael's. It was not expensive at all. I think I got it 2 for 1 or something like that. It was really cheap. But it's a nice weight. I don't know what the weight is, but it is a nice weight. So it measures 10 by 7. I didn't want a 5 by 7 journal. I wanted something a little bit different. So what I did was I cut the width down to 6 inches, and I made it 5 by 6. So I put 12 sheets in it, folded, and they were done very simple actually. I would normally sew in my signatures, but I'm not very good at that. Sometimes they turn out okay, sometimes not so much. So I thought I'd try this glued binding, and by and large I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's going to be sturdier. So anyway, what I did was I cut my sheets down to 10 by 6, folded them in half so that I got a sheet like this, only 6 inches high instead of 7. Once I got those, I got a nice firm crease on them, cut them to size, then I stacked them up like these here. You can see there's, okay, I clipped each end. I'm sure this is old news to most of you anyway, but I clipped them, and then I applied my PVA glue into the areas, the ridges here and on top, and of course it sank down. I did 3 layers of that, letting it dry between each layer for at least a couple of hours, if not more. Once that was dried, then I took a piece. I had an 8 by 11 and a half, or sorry, an 8.5 by 11 painted paper, which was again mixed media paper or watercolor paper, I'm not sure, but it was thick, which I've had for quite a while. So I had sealed it and everything. So I cut it down to, I believe it's 5 1/4 by 6 3/8 is what it works out to be for the cover. And I made sure that I left a spine area. So when I actually put it on, it was, I used most of the 11 length. Does that make sense? And so then all I did was I glued in, I put in end papers. This is just coffee dyed paper. I lined the cover, this side of it, and then I did get a little carried away with the glue here, but that's okay, I can fix that. And then I entered in an end or a beginning paper, if you will, on each end. Just again folded in half and slipped in like this, right? And then glued the spine into the center here, and then fitted that into the cover, glued it down well with my clips, held it in place, and then rubbed it like this to make sure that the glue got in there. And then because the painted paper has so much paint on it and it's so thick, it is a little bit brittle in spots when you fold it, which I think you can see here. Maybe you can't. Yeah, right there. So what I did then was I put on this duct tape, which I thought the color went good because I've got purple on there anyway. I made sure I put a couple of layers of duct tape on before I actually got it right and even. And there you have it. and they're good size. I've still got a little bit of trimming to do. It's certainly not perfect in any way, shape, or form, but it did go fast. Now, I don't know how well it should lie flatter, but it's like I said, I think I got a little carried away with the glue, but that's okay. I think, what was I going to say with this? I don't know how this would do with a lighter paper. Like, if I were to use, let's just say for the sake of argument, this is a heavier paper. It's not a cardstock, but it's a background paper. But I don't know how that would glue. I guess you just have to try it and see whether it would be strong enough or not. But this was really easy, and I'm really happy with it because it's sturdy. There's no question about that. And I wanted to use some, some mixed media, glues, paints, watercolors, whatever. So I'm really happy with it. And yeah, so there you have it. Hope you like it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, leave me a comment, and I'd love it if you subscribe and come back and see me again real soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.